In today's edition of Living Akamai, Kei Mukaigawa is joined by a very special guest, Troy Wada, in our Living 808 Lounge to talk about all things Social Security benefits.
As a financial advisor, I'm sure you've helped many people retire. What do you advise your clients to do when it comes to collecting their Social Security benefit?
Well, Kay, we work with a lot of Hawaiian Electric employees, and one of their biggest benefits that they have by being a Hawaiian Electric employee is their pension. What a lot of people don't realize is that Social Security is a pension that everyone qualifies for as long as they pay into the system. As an example, someone collecting $2,000 a month today, over a 10-year span would have collected about $276,000 out of Social Security.
Wow.
At 20 years, that's $602,000. And at 30 years, that's over $1 million in total Social Security benefit. Like a pension, Social Security also comes with a cost of living adjustment, or what people call COLA. The projected cost of living adjustment for Social Security over the next 30 years is approximately 2.4%. But for our illustration today, we'll use 2% as our cost of living adjustment. In 10 years, someone collecting a $2,000 a month benefit would get approximately $2,400 a month. In 20 years, that number is closer to $2,900 a month. But at year 30, that's almost $3,600 a month.
So Troy, Social Security is complicated. Can you explain in simple terms how the U.S. government figures out how someone's Social Security benefit is calculated?
Sure. Believe it or not, it's actually simple. It's based on two things: how much you earned over your working career and the age that you apply for benefits. A lot of people get confused and they wonder, how come my full retirement age is 66, but my wife's might be 66 and 8 months or 67? Well, your full retirement age is based on the year that you were born. So for example, if you were born in 1955, your full retirement age would be 66 and 2 months. But if you were born in 1960, your full retirement age is actually age 67. Why that's important is because the full retirement age is your full benefit that you collect for your PIA, or your primary insurance amount. Should you decide to collect earlier than your full retirement age, there's a penalty. And that penalty will reduce your Social Security benefit for the rest of your life. Now, for those of people that want to wait and want to get a bonus for waiting, for every year after you wait, after your full retirement age, the government gives you a simple interest of 8% increase on your Social Security benefit for every single year that you wait. Well, we tell our clients the best thing to do is go to the Social Security website. You can find that at socialsecurity.gov/myaccount. Set up your account, take a look at your Social Security statement, and of course double check that your earning years was calculated correctly and there aren't any zeros in there that shouldn't be there.
Awesome information, Troy. My gosh. You know, what would your recommendation be to make the most out of Social Security?
Well, everyone's situation is different, so when we meet with our clients, we like to explain to them and get to know a little bit more about their situation. And what we're trying to figure out are basically 5 things. Number 1, what's their health like? What is life expectancy like in their family? Do they have a parent that might have lived to age 100? Chances are they might have longevity as well. What is their need for income? One topic we talked about earlier, whether they choose to work or not. And what a lot of people tend to forget, especially if they're married, is what is their spouse's or survivor's needs.
Wow, that's a lot of information and a lot of moving parts. I know there's no way for you to explain all of the nuances and rules around Social Security, but how would you suggest we get more education regarding Social Security and, more importantly, apply it to our specific situation?
Great question. And fortunately for everyone watching today, if they ever wanted a complimentary Social Security analysis, we'd be more than happy, to help them figure that out for them. And also, if they have questions regarding on things like when they should apply for Social Security, or what happens if they keep working, or what if they already applied, how can they change their benefit? Is that even possible? How much their benefit would be, or more importantly, what their spousal benefit could be. We'd love to sit down with them and kind of go over that. And we actually have some upcoming seminars, with Mr. Medicare, Mark Feldo, that we address a lot of those things in those seminars.
That's wonderful. And I know those seminars are so valuable. In fact, you have a Social Security workshop at the Ala Hotel, right? Coming
Correct.
up at the Plumeria Room.
Correct.
With Mr. Medicare, Mark Faldo. 9 a.m. What, is it the Saturday of every month?
It'll be the last Saturday of every month at 9 a.m. in the Plumeria Room at the Ala Hotel.
Thanks, Troy, for joining us. As always, you take a complicated situation and make it so much easier to understand. We appreciate you being here. And thanks to all of you. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 808-725-2000. We'd love to hear from you. Let Engel and Volkers simplify your life.